car feature video. Today we have Lewis and his 300Z. This is a car that I've never actually been in before, so this is quite cool. How long have you had this car for?
Approximately 7 years. Yeah, picked it up from Christchurch off a fellow that loved to do skids, I could say. And it had an NA in it when I bought it. It was a factory TT manual slug top, which was my biggest attraction to buying it. I knew they were rare, and then since found out that they're extremely rare. So yeah, bonus for me.
What motors are actually in these?
So I put a VG30 DETT in it. It's factory tagged for that. So yeah, that's what it's now got again.
Oh, so this was factory turbo car, but someone had put a non-turbo motor in it. And
yeah,
when you got it, you put a turbo motor back into it.
The turbo motor out of this car is still in the car up in North Island. It won a time attack series and everything with the engine. It was very, very well tuned and modified, so the guy wanted to hold on to it as you would.
But turbos, it's just got factory VG30 turbos?
No, they were actually bought out with larger internals, light and flywheel. It's got the outer drive pulleys on it, things like that. It's got the big Z1 corner mounts, intercoolers. It's just got a few go fast bits in it.
Probably one of the biggest things about this car that stands out is the yellow paint job. Is it factory or has it been painted at some point?
No, factory silver. It's actually been painted a Mazda Sunburst yellow, which it's a damn cool colour and it really suits it. I was a little bit dubious about yellow because not many yellow cars do look good, but this one's definitely pulls it off, so I think it'll stay. Yeah.
You're definitely right. Yellow is one of those colours that it either works or it doesn't.
That's dead right, yeah. Pretty happy with it now. I was definitely going to change it originally to black, is what I always wanted, but yellow can stay.
What else has been done body-wise? Is it standard kit and everything?
It's got Caminari side skirts on it, and then I've bought the full, it's actually got a 99 spec 300Z front bumper on it, and then I've bought the full Twin Z side lips and rear diffuser and stuff for it from Z1 over in America.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's probably good for
Mike. Yo, what's up? Oh, you're not behind us. Oh, shit.
I suppose it didn't come out the driveway.
Oh, okay.
We can pull over and wait for him.
Alright, yeah, we'll pull over and wait for you. Alright, so we ditched Mike.
He definitely gets to it. The raw end is stuck, doesn't he? That's classic.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, we were body kit wise.
Yeah, so it's got full Twin Z lip kit around it. It was supposed to get a rear spoiler lip as well, but that never arrived. They claimed they just didn't have it in stock, and I was like, thanks for that. So yeah, eventually got a refund after a bit of hassle, but yeah. So no, that's essentially bodywork wise. It's got that solar wing on it, which I got from Jigs over in America.
Yeah.
America's the place to get stuff for these things. They just love them over there. So if it ever gets sold, it'll probably get sold over there.
Yeah, I haven't really seen too many of these on the road here, eh?
Not in New Zealand, no. They're starting to, I guess they're getting old enough that they break down and that's it. People just don't have the love for them to keep them going. So with this one, definitely is going to stay on the road.
The wheels on this, what were you saying, they're very similar
ESR replicas of a Work Mark V. I just loved a Work Mark V, but geez, the price they're asking for those. And the fact that they're technically not a good fitting wheel for these cars is another little downside. You really need quite curved spokes to get past the big brake calipers, but yeah, you sort of make things work.
It's obviously the factory brakes on these are essentially Nissan big brakes.
Yes, so they are pretty much Nissan's best brakes they've ever produced. Everyone wants them for the Silvias and all the Skylines and things like that. I think they're equivalent to a GDR brake, so yeah, you're pretty good. 4-pot calipers, it's huge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're like you're saying, these things are pretty popular over in the States. I know a lot of guys that run Silvies and stuff, they always talk about you've got 300Z brakes on their cars.
Yep, it's the best upgrade, and then of course they go to the 5-stud as well. If they haven't got a 5-stud, they love that as well. So it gives them more options for wheels.
Another notable thing is obviously this isn't the quietest car.
No. It's
got a full exhaust on it.
Yes, full stainless exhaust, 3-inch test pipes, and then into a 2.5-inch stainless exhaust. So yeah, she's pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just factory LSD as well?
Yep, it's all factory. Pretty much the same size as a Godzilla. They're essentially a Godzilla with a 3-litre V6.
Yeah.
And not 4-wheel drive. So, yeah, no, they've got the same gearbox, essentially. Well, they're all built at the same time, let's be fair. This is 89. Yeah. They were built in 89 as well. So, yeah, all got the same bits, just different looks.
Yeah. Got adjustable suspension on this as well, any adjustable
running
arms?
On Bilstein shocks with the circlip adjustability. So, it's, yeah, you can change your circlip heights and do a bit of adjustment that way. But, yeah, otherwise it's just on some nice hard shockies to get you around corners a bit better.
The interior in this thing it's got like leather bits as well. You're saying you're an interior upholsterer. Did you do any of this?
Yeah, yep. So it's all factory tweed normally, which is a grey woven material. Got rid of that real quick because it was stained and nasty looking. So no, I sort of just did this as a bit of a practice run to see how it's going to go, and it sort of came up pretty good. So I've left it.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll do it again and make it real tidy. But yeah, I think it's pretty good for now.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the look of this. It kind of makes the car feel a lot more modern.
Yeah. I think my Stager's actually got this in the inserts in the doors, so very similar. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you did the shift boot as well?
Yep. All the shift boots. Did the yellow accents because of the yellow paint. These seats I picked up off Facebook thing, and they look pretty damn cool. I was lucky they fit because they're a huge seat. But yeah, I wouldn't mind changing the stitching on them to yellow. See how I go one day. I'll figure it out.
There's a little cup holder here that you said you 3D printed.
Yeah, I 3D printed that because they're lacking in anything usability wise. You can't have a drink on you.
Yeah, all 90s Nissan suck for cup holders.
Yeah, that's dead right. So no, I thought, bugger, I don't smoke, I don't need ashtray. Let's make a cup holder there. So it's worked out really well. Here's the note.
Oh, Mike's caught up.
Try and get out of here without scraping.
Spins tyres in second.
Yeah, easy. Third's a bit dodgy as well.
I've just realised this thing doesn't have rear seats.
No, 2+0, so she's a short wheelbase model. Pretty dodgy for going around corners because it can come around on you pretty quick, but she's a pretty good handling car considering its age. I mean, that's what they prided themselves in with this particular car. It was built to be very good handling and all of that. That was their supercar.
Are those gritty gauges genuine?
No. No, I could not afford the genuines. They were a ridiculous price.
Unfortunately, just everything that's old school Japanese these days is just so ridiculous.
Yes, yeah. If you got the originals, they're a very cool setup. They have an information hub, and then you can have whatever you want on the little screens. So you essentially have 3 gauges and 1 gauge. It's very cool stuff, but just not for me.
Yeah.
I've got a HKS boost controller, so I can switch between high boost, low boost pretty easily. Just literally a press of a button like that. And now all of a sudden we're doing high boost, so she's pretty. Quite a lot more boost. Roughly 16 pound in the high boost and roughly 14 in the low boost.
Well, you were saying that the ECU in this is actually like one out of the States, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a Jim Wolf Technologies ECU. They do a lot of aftermarket stuff, a bit like your Nismo, Nistune, all of that stuff, but it's an American-based one, so it's a base tune for a running 14 pound. Usually they just have little valves you put in the wastegate lines that restrict the wastegates to give you the more boost, and just has a fuel mat designed for the higher boost, but of course being in a different atmosphere, the tune's a little bit off for New Zealand, but it still works perfectly fine. Safe enough to run the higher boost. So.
Have you had this thing on a dyno at all?
Not at all. No, I'd be interested to see what it should be. Roughly based on the mods, it should be about 320 horse at the wheels.
I was in a 450 horsepower 25D S14 last weekend, and this doesn't feel too far off that, so it's quick.
The boost controller aids that. It seems to hold off the boost and then really lay it down in quite a harsh manner, so it definitely feels like it's doing a lot. But the bigger turbos probably help too, because They usually run out of puff with such small turbos from factory. See if it's turning ready.
Wonder if he'll take the turn off.
We'll see.
Oh,
now
he saw it.
We should have given
He's reversing.
Should have given him a bit of a rundown of where we're going.
Seatbelt sticks a bit, gets stuck on the seat.
That's 35 years worth of bullshit. I need to figure out how to tighten those. Make the spring a bit stronger.
Do you have too many plans that you want to sort of do in the future for this thing, aside from maybe changing the stitching in the seats?
Mainly paint and panel. That's probably the next biggest thing for it. It's definitely seen a life of hard work. So I'll get a paint and panel done on it. Get it looking as good as the other cars, and yeah, she's probably just about done. I don't really... Might get a dyno tune to clean up the tune a bit, just make it a bit less rich. Every now and then if you hit the rev limiter, things don't line up. She starts killing cylinders. I must have picked the only day that there's traffic down here. As you can see, it's usually a spot for the boys.
Yeah, there's a few skid marks on the road here.
It's a good fun car. Has all these fancy bits too. Climate control. You can't even turn cold air on if you want, because you need the aircon hooked up to have it work. It's a pain in the ass. There's no fresh air option. It just does what it wants.
Alright, I just realised the speed cluster in this goes to 300k.
Yeah, so that's aftermarket. It's a Nismo add-on.
Oh, it is too, yeah, I can see. Oh, that's old logo Nismo.
Yep, she's the 89 spec Nismo, so it's what it should have. Yep.
Yeah, it's Tommy Effier spec right there. That'll probably wrap it for this video. So cheers watching. Cheers watching. Cheers showing me your car, man.
No worries.
Do you have an Instagram that you use at all?
Yeah, I can't remember it though.
Send me a message of it later, and I'll chuck it in the description below, guys. So
awesome.
Go check them out, give them a follow, and keep up to date with any things that you do in the future for this car. So yeah, that'll wrap it for this one, guys. Cheers for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.